Here's question number 21 on the free response part of the Regents Math B from January 09. It says solve for x. Square root of x plus 18, all that under the square root, minus 2 equals 2. Okay, so we can just do a little bit of algebra here. Add 2 to both sides. Add 2 to both sides. We have square root x plus 18 equals 2 plus 2 is 4, right? To undo a square root, we should square both sides. That's the next step. So we square both sides, and that will just cancel the square root, and we will have x plus 18 equals 16. And then from here, we just minus 18 from both sides, and we will have x equals minus 2. Okay, so that's the straightforward, procedural algebraic way of doing things. X equals 2. You can test this because if you put negative 2 in here, you will have square root of negative 2 plus 18. Okay, this is testing it out, and then minus 2 equals, well, negative 2 plus 18 is square root 16. 16 minus 2, right? Square root of 16 is 4. 4 minus 2 equals exactly what we want, 2. So that works out. Another way of thinking about the problem is taking this expression square root of x plus 18, and just thinking about that as being the square root of something, right? Minus 2 has to equal 2, right? Well, I know that if I add 2 to both sides, that's why I'm basically going back and doing what I did here, the square root of something has to equal 4. So whatever's under here, right, whatever's under here has to be equal to 16. And if you notice, I have in this step, x plus 18 equals 16. Okay, so that's just a couple different ways of thinking about the algebra. I want you also to think about the graphically, the way this problem looks graphically. Here's another graph from a program called GeoGebra, which again I really highly recommend you download. It's a free download. It's a really nice program for graphing things and doing a bunch of geometry and algebra stuff, hence the name. So in red, I have the function square root x plus 18 minus 2. That's this function here in red. And in blue, I have the line y equals 2. So when I'm solving this equation, when I'm solving square root of x plus 18 minus 2 equals 2, what I'm basically asking for is what's the intersection? And the intersection is going to be the value of x, right? That makes this equation 2. That makes this value of y equal 2. And, right there, it's negative 2. So we've seen it now algebraically. We've seen it another way algebraically over here. And then finally, we've seen it graphically. All right, see you in problem number 22.